set to kick off.
And off we go from Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Here's Murray. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. He gives it up. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play fake. Murray looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gives this out to Saquon Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get this. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's good.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, they worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's time to learn it. Mess around and put that thing over your brain. 50, mark 50, mark 50. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate, and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Murray on the keeper. A gain of 12. First down, Buffalo.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Bills 6.
Murray now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
But it brings up 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, Murray. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. To throw, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun now for Murray. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Bills.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Not today, you won't. Not today. Warrior 17. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. All day, dog.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to.
Murray fighting. Lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Muscles him off. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For number 84, incomplete. It's second down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Now it's Crowder. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Broncos 28, Bills 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And the Bills' first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
So back at the midfield stripe now. They'll come up 2nd and long. Here's Murray from midfield. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Bills.
Murray now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I know he ain't got it. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, D.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let him know, let him know. Rocco 80. No, off. 18, Rocco, 18,
Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
3rd and 4.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Take 4, take 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo 1st. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
Hey, tighten down, tighten down. There you go.
On 1st and 10, Murray eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Go. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the...
Throwing on 1st down. Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
2 brings up 3rd and 5.
Focusing on me with some Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations, all I
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
In punt formation.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Runs through the contact. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
A 3-yard hiccup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, Murray. A second juke. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter.